Hey guys, welcome. Rufy Star here, back with another video. Today I'm going to review the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 976, titled Allow Me to Introduce Myself. Now before we begin the review, I want to clear one thing up. I do read the official release, but I will be doing reviews on the basis of the scans release. So if you guys are strictly following the official release, then I suggest you to click away from this video. Now with that aside, let's begin our review. The first thing I want to say is, oh man, the boss has finally arrived. The hype for the battle is getting much and much bigger. We start the chapter with the rest of the Scabbards straightly seeing through Kinemon's pure luck. It was definitely funny to see the Scabbards getting quick on the fact that Kinemon is not someone who can plan this unthinkable grand master plan. It also felt to me like they were kind of jealous of Kinemon's little glorification. For me, more than anything, it shows a little dynamic between the Scabbards and the fact that they know each other more than anyone else. Anyways, coming to the next scene, we see Kinemon being serious and more determined than ever. It seems the despair of them getting betrayed has wore off completely with the ray of hope that Luffy and Co brought. He definitely is not slacking off and is also not afraid of dying in the upcoming battle. He is certain that he has spent his entire life's worth of luck in this situation. Now seeing the courage and determination of Kinemon, the rest of the Scabbards are also not backing a single step. They were and are the true vassals of Oden, who they deeply admired and respected. They are completely unfazed from the fate they are about to encounter. They are ready to die together as the true samurais of Oden. Hearing the honest talks of his fellow Scabbards, Kinemon seems to be really happy. Again, in my opinion, it adds up to their dynamic as a group, who have the same goal and dreams of their lord. In the next panel, we see Kinemon raising his sword and acting as the true leader among the Scabbards and the Alliance's members. He embarks on to give up the last strong message to his fellow fighters of getting the revenge on the humiliation done to Oden, and all adds on to remind us again to open the borders of Wano, Oden's one and only true wish. Moving to the next panel, we see Kaido's underlings talking about contacting Onigashima to inform the main forces about the warriors gathered to sneak into Onigashima for the battle. There are 5,400 members, so it is an information worth diamond to reveal. But it seems that they are not getting through the line because of the ongoing banquet on Onigashima. It seems that everyone present there are having a very much fun time, and just with the sound of them ignoring the response from the WhatsApp, it seems they are highly drunk. But it was to be expected when there are two wild people, Big Mom and Kaido gathered, right? So yeah, the attempt of informing about the raid that is about to take place completely failed for them. Now coming to the other part, we see Kanjuro trying to escape from the rebellions to report the current situation as fast as possible. Before he is about to escape, Kawamatsu, with his amazing abilities, goes to the port straight and clashes with Kanjuro on an effort to take back Momo from him. But Kanjuro seems to be really intelligent and fast as he immediately makes a beautiful crane to fly away from them and go to Onigashima. He also mocks the rest by saying that he will also finish off Hiyori as he knows now that she is alive. It seems Kanjuro is a guy who is not to be underestimated at all. He will most likely be a threat for them in the future. But I will talk about him a little later. First, let's talk about Kinemon mocking Kanjuro again. He's really angry and stunned at the same time that he made them believe that he makes garbage drawings and now is fully showing off his exceptional drawing skills to them. One thing I was certain in the previous chapter was Kanjuro being absolutely shocked by seeing the rebellion coming back. And I thought he would get defeated this chapter, but it seems he now is completely unfazed even by the return of the rebellions. He has 100% absolute faith that they are no match for Kaido and his army, and they can't even land their foot on Onigashima. Now coming to Luffy. He seems to be completely unaware of the situation that is taking place. It was kind of funny to see him completely clueless, but it definitely reflected Luffy that we all know. Still, I have to give props to Sanji and Robin, who were very quick to know that the spy was none other than Kanjuro. And they start to prepare to rescue Momo immediately. And then finally, Chopper reveals to Luffy that Kanjuro is the spy. And Luffy is genuinely shocked and is angry with Kanjuro for him betraying them from the very beginning. We also see a panel of Usopp trying to soothe the bird in panic. In the next panel, we see Sanji using Skywalk to catch up to Kanjuro. But suddenly, a mysterious black cloud forms above him. At first, I thought, is that Zeus? But no, it was proven wrong when both Sanji and Kinemon were unaware of the actual cloud. Now, when we actually catch the glimpse of how it is being created, we see Kanjuro using his own hair to form a black cloud. And the name of the cloud is Sumigumo, literally meaning cloud of ink. He then ferociously proceeds to attack the fleet by raining down the inks. His attack name is Ukiyo Yudachi Izu, meaning the evening hours, which perfectly fits in with his epithet. It was awesome to see the connection between it. Coming to the ink arrows, it seems pretty deadly for normal people as it was able to endure them. On that note, let's talk about Kanjuro. This guy seems to be pretty strong, quick-witted, and has various useful unknown moves from which now even Kinemon is afraid of. He was also easily able to block Kawamatsu's surprise attack. And as we know that Kawamatsu was fairly hyped from the point he was mentioned, aside Asura Doji and Genjiro. Now, let's talk about one other character who has quite a bit highlight in this chapter. We are talking about Momo. Momo also got a little dynamic regarding his character in this chapter. He admits in this chapter that he is not like his father, when he is completely looked down upon by Kanjuro and was laughed upon. And he was also undermining the sacrifice that Oden and Toki gave. We knew that Momo is someone who has been hiding behind the shadows of Oden. He knows that whatever he does or whatever he tries is not like what his father was. He's simply a coward and is immature. But still, by mustering up his remaining strength, he tells his allies to not worry about him and go forth with every more determination to take down Kaido and open the country for good. Seeing that, Luffy is really impressed by Momo's words, but he still taunts him for being a whiny kid who looks like a samurai with his bun. It was a funny scene indeed, but he backs the taunting by giving a new hope to Momo, saying that he will save him because they are friends. Now, to sum it up, out of that, we definitely saw a glimpse of the starting of Momo's character growth. I'm really excited to see what happens with him going forward. Also, one thing I forgot to mention before, that Sanji literally stops the pursuit to save Momo and goes to save Nami. It was really funny to see him doing that. It just felt like Sanji we all know. Now, I'm straightly cutting to the surprise attack launched by the third warship. They are pretty smart and sneaky. After realizing that they will get destroyed if they get close to the alliance members, they manage to maintain a long distance between them to launch attacks from the unique and amazing sets of weapons created inside Wano for many years. The third ship did destroy few ships of the fleet, but Luffy and Kid seemed unfazed by it, and were trying to catch up to Onigashima as fast as possible. But now, to add up to the hype, a certain individual appears in front of them by making a hole in the enemy's ship and completely destroys it. Kind of a showy entrance indeed. The much awaited arrival of the one and only Jinbei, or simply Boss Jinbei. Jinbei adds a little monologue to his awesome entrance about his introduction. He in this chapter from now onwards is an official Straw Hat member, and his bounty, which was revealed in a data book, is finally confirmed of being 438 million bellies. He is now the official helmsman of the Straw Hats crew. Hearing this, Kid and Law both are somewhat shocked that he is going to join the Straw Hats. So it was also cool to see that part. Now, in the topic of Jinbei arriving here, I'm a bit curious about how he really escaped Big Mom. And did he save his friends? Or what price did he have to pay for his safe and sound return? He looks very clean and is happy about joining the alliance and fulfilling his promise to Luffy of coming back. So I'm thinking that it will be explained how exactly did he escape from Whole Cake Island next chapter, and I am looking forward to that. Nonetheless, I'm so much pumped to finally see Jinbei back. More than me, Luffy seems to be absolutely delighted by Jinbei's return, and we know why is that. For all along, he was hoping for him to return soon. Also, the whole Straw Hats crew seems to be really happy that Jinbei came back. Now the chapter ends there, showing the delighted faces of the Straw Hats. So that is all for this chapter now. I'm really waiting for the next chapter to drop and see what is on the move. There it is, guys, my review for the chapter 976. This is my first ever review, so I'm sorry if there were some inconveniences regarding the review. I will be improving it in the coming future. Thank you.